appreciate that very much. Thank you. It ain't about the destination, barely miles left to go. City, country, and state or nation, the roads are coming, journey home. Set my sights on the horizon. Every night I shoot the moon. Passing days, I realizing it's the road ahead to get you through. There's no rest for the weary.
I mean, this one in particular, fortunately, I was able to call on some places that I'd played through that I-10 route, like getting out of Florida and then doing that I-10. The hard part is patching together like the Sundays and the Mondays and the Tuesdays where you're just hoping you can get a gig. Every day on the road without a gig is lost money. You know, you've got food, gas, and lodging to consider, you know. Most of the tour went smooth. San Antonio got crazy.
Lost in a flood, flash flood warnings. We were playing, I was supposed to be playing Frallows.
Frank and Lori own both Frallows and 301. And I figured with the rain, I'd probably just be out of a gig. I thought they probably had somebody for Bar 301. I don't know if they did, because they've worked out things with locals before to let me come in and play that place because they know I'm on the road and they need the gigs, and which I never expect for locals to kind of, you know, but to bail on a gig. But it was really cool of Frank to let me keep that gig. You know, I could have lost whatever money, whatever guarantee that was, would have been gone.
The gas money, lodging money, food money is just out. You gotta budget even tighter. It started raining, which was the reason that we moved the show to begin with. And then we started getting flash flood warnings on our phones, and it was raining like crazy, and then power went out in the venue.
Whatever guarantee that was would have been gone. You know, fortunately we had a place to stay, and people that, you know, with Kim and Jason supporting us on the road, it was a big help, but that's always a concern. It's like if you get a weather issue at the outdoor venue and you're on the road, there's a good chance you could lose that gig if it's rain season or something, you know.
You lose the gig, you lose the money, and
not to mention playing the gig and then flash flood warnings going off on the phones. And then fortunately I'm able to make it through the gig, and then the power goes off at the venue. Kim and Jason leave. It's raining like crazy. We're trying to load out rather, and just we're soaked.
And then Kim and Jason were messaging us saying that couldn't go home by the way of the usual GPS ways or maps.
And then, you know, you get the call like, don't follow your GPS. There's a car underwater at the CVS intersection where you would turn to get to our neighborhood.
And the roads are closed. Car, I think, was stuck in the water, and police had the road blocked off. Trying to drive home in the center of the road just to keep from doing that. And
I wish some of that was like filmed, because, you know, driving down the center of the road to try to avoid some of the hydroplane water levels that were, you know, on each side. And man, it was white knuckles. I mean, it was crazy. That was really crazy. I was really worried we were not going to make it. And I've seen videos of flash floods and floods in Texas where you're just like, I don't know what I would do. All my equipment would have been gone. Hopefully we would have made it out alive. That was insane. I was so grateful to get to Kim and Jason. I think I slept really well that night. There was a level of stress that we hadn't really experienced on the road this whole tour.